So, how is it that young lawyers and first generation lawyers can find mentorship? There's a lot of problems that they encounter, whether it's about internship or how law courses are conducted in this country. If you can touch upon these points one by one, especially about the law course, that what should be the ideal duration of a law course?
So it's really sad that the Bar Council of India is doing nothing on this, because even the national education policy prescribes that all courses should be maximum 3 years only. And when you see even an engineering course or an IIT course, which is such an intense course, or an MBBS course, which is also a very intense course, it is either 4 years or 4.5 years. And both these courses start after school. So it's not as if, they've done a graduation and they do 4.5 years after that. So for the law courses to be 5 years after school is completely defies any logic. It should be a maximum 3 years, and it should have, according to me, like they have in the MBBS course, a 1-year internship, which should be a practical training, which should be only attending courts and understanding how the practicalities of judiciary work, rather than just doing these internships which they compel these students to do while they are studying law. Now, when you look at these internship requirement also, which has been thrust by the Bar Council of India, according to me, it's absolutely arbitrary and unjust. This works more adversely for the first generation lawyers, who are very large in number in these days in the law colleges. A second generation lawyer or a law student whose parents are already in the legal profession, for him to get internship is not a problem at all, because he'll have some reference or the other to go and intern with somebody known. But just imagine the plight of a first generation student who doesn't have anybody in the family in the legal background. How does he get internship? And Bar Council of India does nothing to help them to get internship. Even the Bar Association so far are doing nothing for helping students in getting internship. I know of law offices, some senior advocates who have no work absolutely, who have 40-50 interns coming every time. And I really, I really don't know what kind of experience they get in that internship. If the lawyer himself has no work, what will he learn in this internship? What will a law student learn as an intern under him? So I think the bar associations, and from the Supreme Court bar, I'm very seriously thinking of starting this, that we should help especially the first generation law students to place for placements in internship. But if the law course itself is reduced to 3 years, and the internship or rather the apprenticeship sort of, or 1 year on the job training like they do for these doctors, is to be done after that, then that will be a much better way for law graduates to understand how the legal system works, rather than doing these internships while they are in first year, second year, third year, or fourth year. So I think there needs to be a overall, with the 5-year course, ultimately a child ends up spending a lot of money, which many a times his parents can't afford, when the course can easily be only for 3 years. And I think a time has come to do a rethink on this, and there is a petition which has been filed in the Supreme Court of India, which of course I represented, where a bench of Justice Suryakant has issued notice to the Bar Council of India to respond as to why law should not be only 3 years instead of 5 years.